What's good, YouTube? We back with another video, and today I'm bringing you guys a new build, the AJ Dybantsa Build. I think I said his last name right, but he's the up and coming #1 draft pick. Pretty much, it's in the bag. Just signed to BYU not too long ago to play his college career, and I don't want to wait until 2K27 or whenever, you know what I'm saying, to make the build. Some people want to play with that archetype now. So I just felt like it was good for me to come out here and go ahead and make that build for y'all, but also give y'all the opportunity to have some fun. With that being said, the way I'm gonna craft this build up is I'm gonna do it so based off of the improvement of like potential. A lot of people, when they make builds, they make the builds how the players play currently, but they don't leave space for opportunity for that player's growth. So same for example with his weight, the Banta might be a little smaller than what I'm gonna make him, but there's potential for him to put on weight especially in college. He's going up against other grown men now, so he's gonna put on weight while he's in college. So you don't want to make him, his height is listed at 6'9", but you don't want to make him 6'9", 185, because right now he's 6'9", 185. But then you make the build and you get super deep into the season, and then you check the stats and realize he put on 20 pounds. So then now you have to up the weight. You don't want to do that. You want to go ahead and do it out the gate. Same with the attributes, because there's always going to be room for improvement IRL. But on 2K, once you make the build's made, unless you got cap breakers, but you can't cap break your weight and stuff like that. So let's get into this, man. I'm going to go with 6'9". I'm going to go with the height 6'9". The weight is going to be 222, and then the wingspan we're going to leave at 7 foot. If you want, you can go 6'11", just to have different shooting badges and stuff. But we got max +1 and +2s. Plus we got cap breakers, so we don't really need it. All right. Now for the close shot, you want to go 80. That's decent for the close shot. You don't really need nothing too crazy. You're not going to be like taking close shots anyway, but it will help with the layup, which is what we're also going to put at an 80. And this is nice at 6'9". You get a little few decent layup packages. The Bansa, I think is how you say his name. He's not really, he can lay the ball up, but he's not one to go to the rim and lay that ball up. If you watch this highlights, he's going to dunk that ball. So we're going to give him a 90 driving dunk. Now in 2K, you don't need nothing, super high, but if for whatever reason you're like, no, I want to do this, that, and the other, you can go a higher, or you can wait till you get your cap breakers, and then you can cap break it off and do it that way. For the standing dunk, you want to leave it at 55, and then for post control, you want to go 79. That way you can get in your bag. I do see he got a little post game, especially with him being 6'9", and when he plays in high school, he gonna go in the post and baby some of the other little players. So yeah, man, they give you that 79 post control, so you can do your thing a little bit. For the mid-range shot, you want to go 89, and the reason being is you want to get those shoot that set shot specialist on gold and that shifty shooter. That way you don't have to put it all on 3. If you're like, oh no, I don't really want to invest in mid-range, then you would need to drop your wingspan down 2 ticks, and then that'll give you 89 3-point or 90 3-point, and then you'll be able to do it that way. But for this sake, I went 89 mid-range and 85 3-pointer. That way you get that limitless range on Bronze. He doesn't really be shooting Steph Curry range, but if you want to, you can. You have the badge unlocked, and you can also, use your takeover, and boom, you got that. And then for your free throw, you want to go 79, which there's room for, dropping this down, but for right now, let's go 79. Pass accuracy, you want to go 76. Now on my build, I cap break this off, and I got it to 81. And I did get a different name, but I'll show you guys that once we're done with this. Okay, for the ball handle, you want to go 80. That way you can, maximize your ball handling. Also get some good signature animations. No, I don't know what the meta dribble moves are. I'm not a dribble god. I don't be getting into all of that. I just simply come and play the game. But I do know 80 ball handle gets you a little something. So, and he can get to the rack at will. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can do that is if you can control the ball. Speed with ball, you want to go 70. Okay, you can get 72. 72 gets you nothing. So just go 70 to save yourself some attribute points. All right, this gets you that lightning launch on Bronze, and then if you want, you can max +2 it. Now you got it on gold. Now you moving. All right, now you moving. So keep tracking with me. Interior defense 70. Now the only reason you're doing this is because you're a small forward. You're not really going to be playing down low. You're going to be on that perimeter. Okay, You're going to be on that perimeter. But the 70 interior defense is going to be paired with an 84 block because he do be swatting stuff. Now you have silver paint patroller. Like, come on, man. Who don't want silver paint patroller? It's toughy, okay? And then for the perimeter defense, you want to go 82. Now, the reason you want to go 82 here is because you're going to cap break it to 85, okay? And it's going to get you all of the, defensive badges that you need and stuff like that, which is kind of nice. And then same with the steal, you want to leave it at 52 because you're going to also cap break that. This year with steal, they give you plus, like 9, plus 8, then plus 7. Like, they give you so much towards the steal, and it's kind of nice. And even if they decide to patch it to where, like, oh, they're going to buff steals, well, now they're buffing steals, and you still get to use your cap breakers to plus it to whatever you need to do, and now you got the steals, and you ain't have to sacrifice in the builder, okay? For the rebounding, you want to go 80 on the defensive rebound, and that's just because, you don't really need nothing too crazy. 60 on the offensive rebound. This will be enough, especially once we get to the vertical, and you'll see how that can help with the defensive rebound and stuff like that. So you'll be fine in a rack and in the park and stuff like that. You're horsing. Speed, you want to go 74. You know what I'm saying? That'll be good enough speed. And then for agility, you want to go 75 because you're also going to throw a cap breaker on there along with the perimeter defense, and that'll get you what you need for on-ball menace and all those other nice badges. You'll get on-ball menace on silver and stuff like that. For the strength, you want to go 82. Again, I told y'all, you don't want to make this build how he is now. You want to make the build with potential, room for improvement. Room for when you get cap breakers throughout the season. That's always the goal. Remember that in the builder. You never want to, unless it's like a legend, like KD, Bron, Steph, where you're like, okay, their career is pretty much, wrapping up, and you want to make the prime them. That's when you go with the exact stats of what you want. You never want to go for that for like a Cooper Flag or a AJ or whoever else, Wemby even. Like Wemby's game can be modified so much, so you never want to just put a cap on them on what you think they should be able to do. No, open that cap up and let them explore. And then for the you want to put the rest on vertical, which is the 78, and that gets that half line and eye on silver, and then you get those silver posterizer and you get gold pogo stick. So you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be solid. And then when you exit this builder, obviously you're not gonna get shades of him, he's not in the game, but you do get shades of Glenn Robinson, Golden State Warriors, Kevin Durant, and Laker LeBron James. And it says not a steal guy by any means on the weaknesses, but again, with the cap breakers, who really cares? Now, on a different version of this build, you can tweak a few things. You can tweak a few things to get some better, or some even more different stats. I didn't tweak it, but again, this is just a template of what's to come. I did do my research. I looked at his highlights. I went on, online and checked out his height, weight, wingspan, and all that stuff. And this is ultimately, the route that I came to. But now that we've done that, I'm going to take you guys to my already finished build, show you what I did with my cap breakers and stuff like that, show you guys how I, came to the conclusion that I came to, show you some animations and stuff like that. So boom, we're going to go here. And this is how I cap braked it off. Now, this is just my preference of how I play. I wanted to make that point forward style player. So I put 2 cap breakers here on the pass, and that'll get me to an 81 pass act, so I can get Trae Young pass style. I put the 2 cap breakers here, because look, +2 +1 gets you 85. Okay, beautiful. Now I got 85 perimeter defense. Then I +2 here on the agility so that I can get that on-ball minutes on silver, and I'll be boxing. Trust me, I'll be boxing. Okay? And then you want to go 52 on the steal. 52 on the steal, and then when you get more cap breakers, you want to cap break the steal off. And I think this gets to like a 77 or 79 or something like that, which is kind of really nice in my opinion. And then when you take the my player, I go to my animations, and the jump shot I'm using, I think I seen this on Superhawk. Shout out Superhawk for this jump shot. That mug is chicken, chat. That mug is chicken. I'm not a super fast shooter, but there is room to get it to an A+ release and stuff like that. The dunk packages. This is why I said just go 90, bro. Trust me, you could go 87 for real and still get a major green window, but you do get the pro contact dunks off 1, off 2, okay? Then you get access to so many dunk packages. Now, if you've seen his highlights, obviously you're watching this video because you're a fan of him, you'll notice you get the Derrick Jones Jr. package and the OB Toppin. And look what's in their dunk packages. They get so much stuff. Look at that two-hand. Look at this windmill. I think he got an East Bay. Yep. He East Bays as well, Chad. And the Derrick Jones Jr. Dunk package. And then also in the Obi Toppin one. Obi Toppins is nice too. And look, it only requires an 87 driving dunk, for real. But you see he gonna East Bay in this. Oh, he East Bays in that one too. Switch hand dunks and stuff like that. And that's just the basics. You know what I'm saying? You can put Clyde Drexler on and get a little flashier. I put Clyde Drexler on because, boom, that dunk right there. If I wanted to pull out a front hand tomahawk, I can do that. And then you can also get bronze if you really want to, you know what I'm saying, look crazy at 6'9", stuff like that. I'll put on Scottie Pippins because of these, boom, right there. Like, you just imagine you coming down the lane and you one hand like that, you're not getting blocked. For the alley-oops, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if I've seen many alley-oops in his highlights, but who cares? You're not limited. That's the goal for the builder, chat. That's all, and that's gonna always be mine for you guys. I'm not limiting you. Look at his head at the rim. Okay, you get the Derrick Jones Jr. dunk alley-oop package. His is tough. Wow, it's about to get crazy. Watch this. He finna go stupid. Like what, bro? A baseline reverse East Bay off of alley-oop. That's AJ's dunk package right there. Especially like the Zion one. Like it's just toughy. You know what I'm saying? And then also, when you cap break, when I get more cap breakers, I'm gonna put the standing dunk to a 60. When I put the standing dunk to a 60, I then unlock Giannis's alley-oop package. Look at this. That first one was nasty, but Giannis's is nasty because they just put it up there, right at the rim for you. Okay, you get that stuff like that. You get that. Like, who doesn't want that? Look at that. Off vert. And then you get Aaron Gordon's. Okay, at first I was like, Aaron Gordon's I can do without, but then he pulls out something crazy. That's also AJ's dunk package. That double under the leg stuff. And then you get pro contact alley-oops too, so you could really put people in a bucket if you wanted to. And then yeah. But that's exactly why I love cap breakers, bro, because you're not limited to nothing. You're not limited to anything. These are the dribble styles I got on. I looked some of this stuff up, but other than that, I'm not trying to break nobody because I can with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really that big of a deal for me. These are the layup animations that I have. If you guys want to, you know, take a pause at that and stuff like that. And just take a look at it and apply it to your player. I will show y'all, though, like, how he be moving with the ball and whatnot. Like, you guys will be fine, bro. You guys will be fine. And if you want to combo up and all that fun stuff, be my guest. Like I said, I'm not a dribble god. I can't shoot that thing, cuzzo. Yes, it does work with the right stick, that tempo shooter. Yes, look, East Band, chat. That's what you want. And you could style him how you want. You know what I'm saying? I got the mannequin on. I don't know. Everybody's not at starter one yet. But if you are, you know, style, take the mannequin off and put the AJ, you know, the AJ face creation and hair and stuff like that, which I'm not very good at those. I'm good at looking them up and finding the videos, though. So if I do find the videos, I will, like, try to link y'all to that because I'm all for supporting other YouTubers, too, and making sure that they getting theirs, bro. But, yeah, man, this is the AJ build. I'll put the picture in the thumbnail so y'all know who I'm talking about. And that way y'all ain't getting lost. But I appreciate y'all tuning into this video, man. Hope y'all have fun in the wrecking, in the park, and all that fun stuff with this build, man. And stay tuned. I'm going to be dropping more videos. And comment if y'all want to see some people. Like, maybe y'all want to see some specific players that I don't even know about. Overseas, all kind of stuff. So, yeah. Peace out, y'all.